How to do well in your career. This is my topic for today. We play different roles throughout our life. Every role has its demands and perks. Every role gives us an opportunity to grow as a human being. When you are born, you play the role of a son or a daughter. When you grow up and build your friend circle, you play the role of a friend. In your school, you play a role of a student. Each of these roles have played their part in making you the person you are today. As a son or a daughter, you observed your parents and picked up what they taught. You harnessed the power of observation and adapting yourself to different situations. As a friend, you harnessed your power of love, care, team building. As a student, you learned to work hard, gain knowledge about this world and the ways of working, among many other things. Now, your work life is another act where you play different roles. Sometimes you play the role of a newbie in a company, other times you are a team leader, or on a different time, you are a manager managing a group of people. You need to manage your act differently for all these roles. To play a role successfully, what do you need? Ask an actor, how do they prepare for a role before enacting a character? In many cases, they do a lot of research of the character if the character is historical. Other times, they try to understand the in and out of the character. Also, they do a lot of practice and hard work to be like the character before actually enacting it in front of the camera or on a stage. Similarly, when you are playing a role in your career, you need to know the in and out of that role, what is expected of you in that role, how you need to do your job, how you need to behave, and very important, who are you going to reach out to if you are getting stuck in your work, and so many other things, right? Now, you need to take full responsibility of the job assigned to you. Why is it so important? As I said earlier, every role you play in this life is an opportunity for you to grow. Now, imagine a life where there is no growth. You won't call it life, right? And if you want to live truly, you will have to grow. There is no other choice. So, therefore, in the role that you are playing in your career, you need to keep growing. And what is the most important thing you need to do or you need to have to ensure that you are growing? It's involvement. If you are not involved in the work you are doing, you will never be able to learn the skills and increase your expertise and be valuable for the company. Involvement is essential for every role that you play in your life, not just career. If you were not involved in your relationship with your parents, you would not have a good relationship with them, right? And if you are not involved with your friends, you would never make good friends. And if you were not involved in the curricular or extracurricular activities in your school, then you would never become a good student. Involvement is the key. Now, I know it's easier said than done, and I'm not saying like that because I have been through phases where I was either not involved or half heartedly involved in my work. So I know what it takes. What I have learned over the year is that involvement is a state of mind. Many people will say you automatically get involved if you are interested in that work. then why does it happen that people start hating the same job, same work for which they worked so hard in their student life? So many students work so hard to become doctors, engineers. Are all those people really involved in their work 100% and growing every day? Probably not. Now, if everybody was involved in their work, then there wouldn't have been the phenomena that we call the midlife crisis, right? The midlife crisis comes when the individual, anybody, feels stuck in his or her life, and that can be in career as well, right? So what does it mean, feeling stuck? It means that they feel they are not growing. Midlife crisis is nothing but a state where you have lost interest in your work and you start detaching yourself slowly from it, and ultimately it starts impacting your output in the company. I too went through my share of midlife crisis where I was searching for the purpose of my life, what really I want to do in life. I struggled for many years before coming out of it. Now, do I really understand what it is? Midlife crisis is just an example where people are not involved in their work and start doing not so well in their career. So what's the solution? For me, um, being involved is a state of mind. Now, if your state of mind is calm, then whatever you do, you will automatically be involved. And once you're involved, you will put all your focus on your work. That's what I have learned. And when you put all your focus on your work, you give your best without fail. Then you don't even think about the outcome of your work, because you are now so involved in your work, you automatically start loving your work as well. You become a true karma yogi, as illustrated by Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. And last but not the least, what's the best medicine to bring your mind to calmness? It's my favorite, meditation. In fact, my career changed completely when I took to meditation. The same work that I was reluctantly involved, after meditation, I was rocking. I got things without even asking for them. I will end this video here by saying, get involved, get going, get calmness in your mind. Meditate if you can. Then any role you play, you will outdo yourself every time. Thank you, and until next time, goodbye. If you like my video, give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to get instant notification on my new videos. Until next time, goodbye.